Hello my friends and welcome back to another episode of Chess with Konstantin. In this lesson number 7 of the Fun of Attack, we are going to look at the third kind of center. You may recall that we have already looked at the open center and the mobile center. Now we are going to look at the closed center, which is the center of the board that is characterized by the pawns not attacking each other but being interlocked. In this kind of situation, the game strategy will revolve around organizing activities on one of the flanks. As you can see from this position, taken from the game between Boris Spassky, playing as white, famous for losing to Bobby Fischer, and an opponent whose name I cannot be bothered to pronounce right now. In this position, the black player is organizing a counterplay on the queen side, as you can see. And the white squared player, Mr. Spassky, is organizing a flank attack on the king side. Now, can you look at this position and tell me, what is the optimal strategy here for white? And feel free to pause the video and give yourself 2, 3, 4 minutes to find the correct move for white. Welcome back. If you indeed found it, congratulations, and if not and you just want to follow the video, the correct move for white here is the rook sacrifice on the queen side. Rook takes a5. It's really quite a spectacular move because it looks like white's activity is on the king side. So why would you give up a rook on the queen side when your play is on the king side? Well, Spassky of course considered this, and the point is that this dark squared bishop of black's is really quite strong. It's a very powerful defender, and it blocks a lot of the moves here on the white side. So the idea behind this rook sacrifice is to remove this powerful defender from the board. So then we have bishop takes a5, and now again rook takes a5 and rook takes a5. So now white is down quite a bit of material. So what do you think white is going to do now? And again, see if you can find the next move. I'll again give you some time. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, white, now being down material, decides to sacrifice even more material with the brilliant move bishop takes h6, triple exclamation point. With this move, white, who is already down, is giving up the bishop. But I will note that it's impossible to take this bishop, because if black decides to be greedy and captures this bishop, then white simply plays queen f6. Notice that queen f6 was impossible when the dark squared bishop was defending these squares. But now queen f6 leads to an unstoppable checkmate. Okay, black can try to play knight to e6 to defend this square, but you notice that white's knight is here, and after knight e6 the pawn simply takes, and the checkmate is quite unstoppable. Computer says mate in 3 simply because black has some intermediate checks here. But this checkmate after black eventually runs out of checks. For example, here captures. Now black is out of checks, and in the next move, no matter what black plays, this checkmate will happen. So it's impossible in this position to capture this bishop. So Spassky's opponent with the long name played king to h7, and now the correct move is simply queen takes f7 and then giving up this bishop again. And notice that now black has no good options. The best option for black that computer gives here is simply bishop to e8, giving up this queen. because the threat is the checkmate on g7, and if king captures here, then simply queen takes g7, and after sacrificing the knight as well, and after the king captures the knight, then this will be a checkmate in 2 moves. Bishop to e2 check. King has nowhere to run except for the h4 square. Of course, blocking on g4 doesn't work because simply bishop takes g4. And after the king comes here, then queen to f6 is a checkmate. So this is a very beautiful checkmate that didn't occur because the opponent actually resigned here. But this game really illustrates that material is irrelevant when you have the positional advantage. Notice in this position, you, ladies and gentlemen, should be able to find the rook sacrifice on a5 first, followed by the bishop sacrifice on h6. And it's really quite a spectacular idea. So again, sacrificing the rook, then the bishop, and really capturing the bishop is impossible because of queen f6. So it's really quite a beautiful idea and quite a beautiful illustration why flank activity is much more important than material advantage. In our next video, we will explore semi-open center concepts. I would love to see you again. If you liked these crazy tactics, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Konstantin out.